Hey guys, it's Melanie. I hope your day is off to a great start. I have two candle reviews to share today. They are both from the Kringle Country Candle line, and these two reviews are going to be a little different from all of my other country candle reviews that I've done in the past because there is, I feel, something magical happening with the country candles right now. I'm sure it's not magic, but they are performing so differently for me than any of the other country candles that I've tried in the past. And I'm really crazy, wait for it, impressed with how well these country candles are burning, you guys. Now, I have not made it any secret that when it comes to Kringle, their soy formula is really where it's at for me. It's incredibly clean burning. I feel like it's just easy. I can leave it burning for hours and hours on end and not have to be concerned about it ruining the candle starting to like soot like crazy, or the wicks falling over, or, you know, any number of candle drama issues that can pop up. They just don't seem to happen with that soy line. Now, I have had a few people say that they think the soy candles are very weak for them. That's not my personal experience with them. I'm certainly very particular about the strength and throw of my candles. These soy candles are not the strongest that I've ever smelled in my life. They certainly are not that, but the formulation overall, just combined with that super clean burn, makes them a go-to for me because, you know, if I need a little bit more oomph from a Kringle soy candle fragrance, I will either just light a second one of the same fragrance, or I have also purchased the wax melts to melt in addition. But it's not usually much of an issue for me. I can smell them just fine. But the line from Kringle that I have struggled with a little bit since switching over to Kringle and giving them another chance is the country candle line. These have usually, for me, been very much weaker in terms of strength and throw. So the soy candles for me are actually stronger than most of the country candles. This fall, however, I'm not sure if they used a different line of oils. I don't know what the deal is, but they are burning so strongly for me. Like the strength and throw is just so much stronger that it's like a significant noticeable difference. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this first review here, but just know that that actually goes for all of these subsequent country candle reviews that will be coming up for the next little bit here. I have now burned 4 of the new country candle scents. The candy apples here, which I'm reviewing first, the kettle corn, the blueberry, I think it's blueberry maple pancakes, and then the sanctuary. So I have been testing all 4 of those candles, and consistently across the board, the strength and throw is way, like leaps and bounds above what it was for even the spring and summer country candles that I reviewed. Like, it's just a big difference. So if you have avoided country candle in the past because of strength and throw, I would say I think you can give them another chance. That being said, it's still paraffin wax. They did not change the wax formulation. It is 100% paraffin wax, which still isn't my favorite. Paraffin to me does not burn the cleanest. It tends to be a little bit more sooty. It's just more finicky, right? Plus, paraffin wax just freaking burns forever. Like, if you want a long-lasting candle, the wax formula you need to look for is paraffin, because you are going to get so many hours out of a paraffin candle. So yeah, overall, I just want to give a big round of applause to the development team over at Kringle for really so far knocking these fall country candles out of the park. They are delicious, the scents are wonderfully blended, and they are throwing like a champ. So all that being said, let's get into my thoughts specifically about the Candy Apples fragrance. I have a review that is also ready to go for a little bit later on today that will be my thoughts on the kettle corn. Just so you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you buy the Candy Apples, you have to get the kettle corn and you have to burn them together, because my house, when I have those two going at the same, it smells like a freaking fair in here, you guys. I feel like I need a Ferris wheel in my entryway. I need a roller coaster down the stairs. I mean, it smells exactly like a fair. It is so yummy and delicious. And these two candles, the Candied Apples, as well as the kettle corn, fill my entire house. I'm not just talking the downstairs. I'm talking like these fragrances actually travel upstairs around the corner to my back, like filming room, that pink room that you guys see me in sometimes. I can smell both of these scents all the way back there, and that has never ever happened with a country candle. Now that is when I'm burning both of them at the same time, but I'm impressed, like so good, you guys. So the Candy Apples, right now it looks like the daylights in this particular one, they seem to be sold out. I'm sure they'll come back in stock. They do have the wax melts available, the medium jars available, as well as the large jar, which is what I have here. I will say the fall candles are not on sale yet. So you can use my discount code. I will put the information in the description box down below. However, the fall candles have not gone on any type of discount quite yet. So if you're waiting for that, I'm not quite sure when they will go on sale. I'm gonna assume in the next few weeks. Also, just while I have you here, just a little bit of a warning about paraffin wax during the summer. I do think it is a lot more likely than other types of wax to deform in transport. Like if it's going through like 100-degree heat in in the back of a UPS truck, those things are not air conditioned, you guys. And the if they don't pay attention to like making sure that your package is right side up, paraffin can deform. It doesn't get melty and gross. I mean, the oils kind of will leak out a little bit, but it just deforms, and it deforms to the point where you can't really fix it. So if you are going to order any of these country candles during the next, I would say, month, make sure that you add that route package protection, because if your candles come deformed because of the heat, it's very easy to deal with route to get new candles sent out to you to basically correct the problem. So just something worth keeping in mind. I know people don't love paying for the extra packaging, I get it. But at the same time, it makes it a lot easier to deal with issues, especially when it comes to candles. I add route protection to every candle order from whatever company offers it, because I just don't, like, it's just so much easier to deal with route than it is to like necessarily even go through the company. And you're protected that way. It's only a few bucks. I think it's totally worth it. I add it to every single order, and with the heat that is currently just freaking taking over what seems like the entire country, like everywhere right now is super hot. So unless you live within driving distance of the Kringle store in Massachusetts, I would say add that route package protection, or wait until maybe September to order your fall candles, just so you can be safe in terms of hopefully getting them to you in one piece. Okay, sorry, I have so many side notes. I promise these subsequent reviews I won't mention all this stuff. I'll just refer back to this video. All right, you guys, let's get into the scent story here. I'm gonna tell you guys what I smell. We'll talk about strength and throw, and that'll be it. All right, candy apples, a fairground favorite treat. Our candy apples are sweet and tart with a little hint of spiciness for a mouth-watering combination. Your top notes are crisp apple, cinnamon, peach skin, and green. Your mid notes are clove, carnation, and coconut flakes. Your base is tonka and sheer vanilla. So what does this actually smell like? Because I feel like there's a few like random notes in here. I don't really pick them up to my nose. Either I didn't smell these notes on cold sniff, and I don't really smell them when the candle is burning. And so what I don't smell is the peach skin, that green note, the carnation, the coconut flakes, the tonka, and the vanilla bean. So what I do actually smell is a juicy, crisp, fresh, very sweet apple, and a very sweet, sugary coating with a sprinkle, just the lightest sprinkle of cinnamon. It basically smells like a candy apple that you get at the fair with just the slightest touch of cinnamon. And when you combine this fragrance with the kettle corn, I am telling you, it is the most amazing combination. It is so good, you guys. So if you are looking at the notes and you're like, ew, I hate carnation, or I don't like anything coconut, I don't pick those scent notes up at all. Like, they might be in there and they might be what's kind of bringing everything together here, but I don't smell those things. This in no way smells remotely floral at all. It's a sticky, sweet, but not cloying candy apple scent. It's very authentic, it's delicious, and if you like this type of fragrance, go for it, because this burns like a champ. So the strength and throw on the candy apples here is, so the strength is an 8, I know, right? Like, I've never said that number with a country candle. It is strong, you guys, and I'm gonna put the throw on this one, I'm gonna put at more of a 7. I think that the kettle corn, for whatever reason, throws a little bit further. Like, it travels just a little bit further than the candy apples does. But again, together they just melt into the most delicious combination that you have to try it. Promise me you'll try it. If you're gonna order the daylights, or if you're gonna order the wax melts, just make sure you figure out a way to like utilize both of those scents together somehow, because it is absolutely heavenly. I'm just so impressed with the overall burn performance of this. Now, I'm gonna tell you how I'm taking care of mine so that you have a sense of like what is working for me right now. This is the Chester Hurricane, by the way. It is still available at Pottery Barn. Just so you know, I do believe this is being discontinued. So if you really like this, I'll link it down below, pick it up. Because once Pottery Barn like sells out of what they have on hand, I don't think they are going to restock this. I'm not 100% on that. But just knowing how Pottery Barn has typically worked in the past, that's what I'm expecting here. So they usually do not clearance things out unless they are like getting rid of them. And this is heavily discounted right now. But I keep my, oh, look, I put one of the flames out, it's fine. So I trimmed the wicks very short. You see that short little nub? That is still plenty. I lit this candle probably 20 minutes ago. It has not reached its full wax pool. The full wax pool is usually right around an inch. I also have still been wiping the wicks off the, like, just that little bit of like carbon residue that remains on there after I burn the candle. So before I light it up again, I just take a paper towel and wipe the wicks very gently. These wicks are hardy. You don't have to worry about snapping them off. You actually have to like cut them. Like they're tough, they're hardy. So And then I trim them fairly short, and then I light up, and I am good to go for at least 3 to 4 hours, no problem. I try not to burn the country candles more than like 4 hours at a time, because I do think at that point I start to notice a little bit more discoloration around the lip up here. But for the most part, I feel like this has been burning somewhat cleanly, and I'm just really, really pleased with this, you guys. I cannot say enough good things about the country candles for this fall, and that is coming from someone who really does not necessarily love the country candle line overall. But I think it's really worth a try this go around, because the fragrances are absolutely delicious, and they're gorgeous. They're really, really great scents. So big thumbs up for me, huge fan. You guys, let me know if you have any questions. The kettle corn review will be up a little bit later on today, so please make sure that you are subscribed. I will put a link to where to purchase the country candles and the Kringle candles in the description box down below. Like I said, you can use my discount code. The discount code usually works on most of their sales, so if you happen to see some Christmas and July stuff that you want to pick up or something else, it'll work for that as well. So thanks so much for taking the time to be here today, and I appreciate you guys so much. Toodaloo.